Heritage tourism, especially on underwater cultural sites, represents one of the fastest growing segments of the tourism industry. Underwater cultural itineraries, parks, museums are a good model of dissemination and education of underwater cultural heritage to the diving community, but may still remain remote and mysterious to non-divers. Moreover, the exponential rise of the diving tourism raised questions on logistical issues related to the protection of these sites and the access to a broader audience. Can land-based interpretative venues help in addressing these challenges? This learning unit includes some insights to the selected study cases.
I'm Antonio Barone. I'm the director of the Phoenician Route, the lead partner of the project UMAR. I'm speaking about an interesting study case, the web platform Sea Nature Sicily, Mare Natura Sicilia, is a platform realized by the Phoenician Route in collaboration with the superintendents of the sea of the Sicilian region to present all the underwater archaeology itineraries of the superintendents in many places of Sicily. There are 27 routes where people can go through the collaboration with the scuba diving organization and in collaboration with the local enterprises that can give services to host people, to have services and to go underwater to visit this, to discover this heritage. In 1999, Professor Tusa, superintendent of the sea of the Sicilian region, worked on a wreck of the ship of Marausa. It's a Roman ship to transport olive oil, wine, garum and other material that arrive in the area to save this material to a Roman villa that was in Trapani. The ship now is exposed in the Museum of Baio Anselmi, Museum of the Phoenician Ship. In collaboration with the superintendents of the sea of the Sicilian region was realized an interpretation center with the tools 3D, virtual design and other services to present this heritage to the people.
My name is Felipe Cerezo, professor of underwater archaeology at the University of Cádiz and researcher at the International Center of Maritime Studies, CEIMAR. I'm going to speak about the La Ballenera shipwreck, which is a merchant ship sunk at the end of the 16th century in the Bay of Algeciras, with an important cargo of Italian products, mainly Montelupo pottery. This is an underwater archaeology research project led by the University of Cádiz and a field school site for students. During the excavation process, an agreement was reached between local stakeholders in order to create a new underwater cultural touristic resource for local dive centers and museums. In collaboration with local diving center Caetaria and the FEDAS Association, which is the Spanish Association for Underwater Activities, public visits were carried out during the June and July of 2019. Visitors could learn about the archaeological research process, underwater artifacts, and carry out an archaeological guided dive on the site, creating public awareness on underwater cultural heritage and new cultural tourist resources for the Algeciras local stakeholders.
Hello, my name is Ivan Vidulic. I'm an external associate underwater archaeologist working within the International Center for Underwater Archaeology in Zadar in the scope of the UMAR project. The historical underwater park on the island of Lošinj is situated in the shallow and clear waters of Čikat Bay in the near vicinity of the center of Mali Lošinj. The park consists of 11 different exponents from different time periods, placed between 5 and 15 meters of depth, on an easy-to-follow trail in length of 300 meters, starting and ending in front of the Top Dive Diving Center. Diving visitors can see replicas of ancient amphorae, anchors from ancient times to post-medieval times, replicas of 16th century cannons, and in the center of the trail, a full-size replica of the ancient bronze athlete statue Apoxiomenos, found in the waters of the island of Lochin. International Center for Underwater Archaeology in Zadar is currently in progress of reconstructing the premises of the Church of St. Nicholas in Zadar, where a new educational and presentation center of underwater archaeology is to be established. The future center will be equipped with modern tools such as touchscreen monitors, presentation of 3D models of underwater sites, virtual and augmented reality. The project is to ensure the renovation of already existing premises and the construction of new facilities of EACEA Zadar, their equipping and adaptation to new contents with the primary purpose of enhancement of cultural, educational and scientific segment of EACEA Zadar, and its role in research, protection and dissemination of underwater cultural heritage on a national and regional scale. Both terrestrial and submerged archaeological remains of the archaeological park of Vizula in Istria range from the Neolithic to late antiquity and the early Middle Ages. The most significant find in Vizula are certainly the remains of an ancient villa, which, with its impressive dimensions, monumental architecture and rich decoration, beautiful mosaics, is one of the most attractive maritime residential villas from the period of the Roman Empire on the eastern Adriatic coast. Visitors can obtain all the necessary information at the info point at the entrance and rent VR or AR goggles to enjoy the visualization of restored ancient villa.
Hello, my name is Mark Vieira. I'm responsible of IT department in Chamber of Commerce in Madeira Island. The EACEA Newton is Madeira's first underwater archaeological route. In 19th century shipwreck near Ponta de São Lourenço has put Madeira Island first underwater archaeological route on the map. The ship EACEA Newton, extremely flying a British flag, was coming from São Salvador da Bahia, loaded with coffee and sugar, and sank there in 1881. The wreck were scattered in a patch about 80 meters in diameter and between 3 and 20 meters deep. The underwater visit can take between 45 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the driver's experience. Recently, this archaeological route was distinguished by the International Association for Tourism Cooperation, EACEA for International Tourism Cooperation.